Welcome back to New Game Plus, where today we are continuing our journey of bettering our physical and mental health and really, in many ways, starting a new life for myself here. And today we are going to start delving into some more specific things. The last few videos have very much been generalizations of my story overall, and then generalizations of my overall mental health and physical health. And so now we're going to delve into more specific things. Today, of course, returning back to physical health, going back and forth as I had mentioned previously. And our episode is called IRL Buffs. Still don't know about the stupid gaming related names I've made for this, but hey, alright. And the subject is going to be food. And, or as I wrote down here, what exactly did I write? Food that fuels XP gain. God, it's so dumb. But hey, that's what I wrote. So yes, we're going to be going over my diet and how I've been working to improve that. Now, as I did mention in the general physical health video, I've never really had an unhealthy relationship with food. I've always been pretty good about it because I do love to cook, and when you cook, you tend to like to cook nicer things. But of course, you know, diet always has places to improve, and I had in the past, of course, had periods of time where I overate or what have you, or just ate like really bad for me things. So there's room for improvement, of course. And what I really wanted to try and do now with trying to better my physical health is a diet that's more sustainable for losing weight. And I've tried many in the past, as I've mentioned. I've done things like really low-calorie diets and stuff like that, low-carb diets, and they were just never sustainable for me in the long term. And so I like what I've been doing now because I really feel like it is going to be sustainable. And it's a little bit convoluted. It's not quite as easy as just saying, oh, I'm just making sure to watch my calories, or oh, I'm making sure to watch my carb intake, or whatever that is. It's sort of a mix of a few things. So first and foremost, of course, yes, you do want to watch your calorie count, and I am trying to keep that below I'm forgetting my high number now, but I've been way under it each time, so I'm trying to keep it below 2,000 calories, and I've been able to easily do that very well on every day. Usually I'm around 1,600 calories according to my apps that I use. More on that in a little bit. So of course, yes, I am wanting to watch that, but I'm also wanting to watch the balance of the carbs, proteins, and the fats that I eat. As you know, you don't want to have a day where you're just really eating a lot of carbs, and you don't want to have another day that you're eating a lot of fats. You want to try and balance these things out. You're not cutting them out entirely, you're just trying to balance them, which is, I think, is a big part of why I think this will be more sustainable. Plus, with the calorie counting on it, it's not like a super low number, it's a much more doable one, which I like. It does mean between those two things, weight loss is going to be slower. Like, I've only lost in the past 2 months 8 pounds, but still it's loss. And I think over the long term it'll be a much more sustainable weight loss diet for myself, as I think I can keep up with this. And another important part about it, sort of the third aspect that makes it a little bit more convoluted, is watching what I eat in terms of ingredients. So a lot of the food that we have these days in the supermarket has all sorts of crazy ingredients in it, and a lot of them actually are kind of harmful for if you are trying to lose weight, especially things that are very inflammatory. That's not good for you if you're trying to lose weight, those various inflammatory products that are in so much of the food that we eat. So I'm really trying to eat things that are more natural, more healthy, which I know can be difficult because, of course, in the grocery store, those sorts of things are generally the more expensive ones. But as long as you buy ones that are better, maybe not the best, maybe not the healthiest, because again, that's expensive, but as long as you go with things that are better for you than the really bad things, even if they're both the same price, it certainly helps. And even though with that, it does mean my food budget has been it's been a bit tight sometimes. I've actually found myself eating less because these more balanced foods that I've been eating and with the better ingredients has actually made me feel more full than the things I was eating before. And so even though, yeah, my food budget might be a little bit higher and I may have a little bit less food than I did previously, I actually feel full, which is a really good part about how this has all gone, because I don't find myself, midday looking for some sort of little snack or something along those lines, because I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Thanks to that more balanced meal that I had, trying to balance those carbs, fats, and proteins, and the better ingredients. Now, what can really help you on this journey and what I've been using are apps. Now, I've got no affiliation, not making any money or anything like this, but the two that I've been using are ones that family of mine have been using as well. And the first is Fat Secret. It's a really good app, and it's great for both calorie counting as well as doing those balancing act of the proteins, fats, and carbs, because you can either type in what you're eating or literally scan the barcode with your phone, and it has all of the nutritional information for what you just ate, and you just put in how much you did, and it, adds it all there, and has a little graph down at the bottom showing you that balance of your, your fats, proteins, and carbs, and also the calorie count. And it's great. You can track all of your meals with that. It's really super easy. And it's great for watching that balance. Now, as for the trying to eat things that are better for you, I've been using an app called Bobby Approved, which also apparently has a YouTube channel, which I have started watching, and a lot of good info on there. And it's just all about the foods. It's the same thing. You scan it with your phone, with your camera, scan the barcode, and it'll show you if it's approved or not for how good it is for you, and it'll show you why. So if it's not approved, it'll show you all the ingredients that, you probably shouldn't be putting in your body. And what's really, really useful about that, like I mentioned before, if you have to pick and choose between products because you're worried about price, you can sit there with two products that are the same price, or at least comparable in price, scan them both, and one of them has like 6 ingredients that are bad for you, and the other's only 2. And so I'll pick the one with 2. It's still not great, but it's better than the other alternative, which I've really been liking. And as I've said, it's really been helping me out with making me more conscious about what I've been eating, and with the more balanced food and better for me food, it's really helped a lot. Just like I said, making me full and not needing snacks later in the day. And it's been good. And like I said, for me, I think it will be sustainable. I don't know if it will be for everyone, but for me, compared to diets I've tried in the past, this is really working out well. It does take a lot more energy, because you are looking into the foods, checking ingredients, you are watching that balance of fats, proteins, and carbs along with calorie counting. But thanks to those apps, it does help a lot, and has, well, like I said, it's helped me lose weight. Not a huge amount, but still, nonetheless, weight loss that hopefully I'll continue to lose as the days go on. And especially as I get better with my exercise. That's been another part. I have been doing exercise, but not as much as I should, but it's improving. That'll be for another episode, though. So that's it for, I'd say, for the diet. I'm sure there's more I could go into, but that's the basics of that. So let's talk about our side quest. And first off, our side quest from this previous week, for me getting out of my isolation and going out on my own into the world and to that brewery nearby me, was a success, as hopefully you saw on the side quest short that released yesterday. I had a really great time, struck up a great conversation with the bartender. We talked for a fair while. I was also the only one in there because I showed up right when they opened, but still, it was a fun time. I had great beer, and apparently they do like food trucks and events that I hope to go to, including a trivia night, which I think would be fun. I used to love those when I lived back in England, so it'd be cool to get back to those. Now, as for our new side quest for this week, since that one was a success, for our food theme today is, again with the stupid game names, inventory check. And that is me making sure about these apps. Like I said, these apps that I've been using have been really helpful, but it is a bit of an effort to do them. And there are days I haven't been as good as other days with making sure I record the stuff properly. And so that's my goal this week between those two apps that I mentioned before, Fat Secret and Bobby Approved, and also just my general Google Fitness app that I've been using as well. I just want to make sure that I properly record things every day, as I have gotten a bit lax with that. So that is my goal this time. How I'll make a short about that, I don't know, but hopefully if I complete it, I'll find out. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. Next week, we'll, of course, get back to mental health and talk about some more specifics there. But hopefully you all have had a lovely week. And if you are on this journey with me, hopefully things have gone well. And hopefully you set your own little side quest for this week too. But until next time, thank you for watching. And as always, my friends, well, have a good one.